Hi there. Today is Careers Q&A Day, where Zoe and I give you some personal attention. Today's question is from Nina, who wants to explore how the equation model can help shape an evolving role when someone is still discovering who they are and what they want.
Hi, Erica and Zoe. I love your podcast, especially the one with Jeffrey Witherspoon. So I've been using the career equation when thinking about developing in my current role, where it's clear what the next stage is. But how can it be used for roles in the future that are not yet set in stone? They're still evolving.
What a great question, Nina. I mean, for so many people, deciding what to do is the scariest element when thinking about any kind of career change. And sometimes it's, I've only done this and I just have no idea where else I could be useful or find a home because I've been a specialist, be it a lawyer or a media professional or whatever that is. And sometimes it's actually that there are too many choices and trying to navigate that decision making feels overwhelming. So Zoe, what are your thoughts about if you encountered people in one or two of those positions, how would you begin to think about supporting them?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing that kind of springs to my mind is that there's that quote, isn't there, that doing nothing is still a choice. So if you stay where you are, you're still actively choosing to stay where you are. So I think what we want to think about is how do we unlock the box of like, what are the options? And I think for me, you have a backstory that is full of information about yourself that you're probably overlooking because we're not specifically going into our memory to ask questions about, when have I loved stuff in the past? What things have I been drawn to? When have I learned a new skill that I've not used for a long time? So I think I wouldn't be afraid to spend a little bit of time in reflection and pause of what can I draw on from my sort of story so far, if you like, that's going to help and remind me of things that I've lost touch with, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. So really taking time to harvest your skills and to do them without necessarily being attached to, oh, that only applies to this job or to this kind of industry, because actually you don't know that yet. Otherwise you would know where your skills would transfer. And what we're trying to do is to support you to think about, how do I get to clarity? And to get to clarity when you don't know what you want to do, instead of trying to find the name of the job, because jobs are so, there's such a wide range of them now and there's so many different titles, and that I think is not going to help you. Instead, spend some time thinking about what kind of experiences do I want to have next, and worry less about what the title is that does that day to day, but really deepen into, okay, so I know I don't want to do what I have been doing. Is there a kind of a simple 180 flip around that? For example, I work indoors and I really want an outdoorsy life. Or I spend a lot of time in front of a screen. I want to be more in front of people. Or I'm in a very regulated environment where there isn't much autonomy and I'm looking for somewhere that feels a bit more free flow, a little bit more playful without incurring risk in that way. Yeah. So some of it might just be a direct flip, but some of it might be something completely different. I want to experience, work that has more impact. I want to experience being a part of a cohesive team. I want to experience using this particular skill set or engaging in this particular industry or being in this part of the world. And those things, again, may prove to be anchor points. So in summary, first of all, have a think about this idea of, we're trying to reduce down and focus your clarity, because when you've got clarity, it's easy to take action. But first of all, go to your history and harvest, as Zoe suggested, and we'll add a link to some of our episodes that we think would help you do this. Harvest the insights about where you've been, what you've accumulated, what your natural skills and talents are, and then really focus in on, and what do I want to choose into? What kind of experiences do I want to have? And just really acknowledge and congratulate yourself for the courage to make a new choice around careers. We say careers are a series of choices, not just one, but a series of choices about how do I explore how what I'm good at, what my gifts are, aligns with how I spend my time and make my money. So really just kind of acknowledge yourself for stepping into choice around that. And let's see what these opportunities and these questions we've provoked give to you. And do get back to us and let us know how you get on, Nina. And thanks for the question. If you'd like your question answered on the podcast, please send us an email or a voice note to pod@thecareerequation.com.